Hello everybody, welcome to Binah Tarot. This is Milagros and I'm going to be doing the February love forecasts for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. By the end of the video I will be explaining the guidelines to participate in the St. Valentine's contest, as well as a new promo I will be offering during the month of February. Let's begin. This month I'm going to be using two different tarot decks since it's the month of St. Valentine's. And the first one is a Lover's Path Tarot deck by Kris, Waldherr, and this is going to be for the Celtic Cross. And the second one is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette, Baron-Reid, and it is going to be for the advice card. Cancer, this is your love forecast for the month of February. And the first card we have in the center of the reading is Temptation, or the Devil card. This card has to do with patterns, with unhealthy patterns that repeat themselves in a way, a situation in which we find it very difficult to walk away from something or from somebody. It doesn't represent precisely a relationship that we feel it's healthy for us. It can be that the person is demanding in some ways with us, with you in this case, Cancer. It can also represent some sort of codependence. So maybe this person became dependent on you, or maybe you became in some way dependent on this person, or there is some sort of connection, whether it is something you want or not, but it is very difficult to break. It is difficult to walk away from this because it has transformed into some sort of binding. For you, it can also represent the binding itself, but it is not going to be like that in every scenario because it is a general reading. I just wanted to bring it up. And this is, the reason I say it is because I have the Moon card crossing, and the Moon card crossing has to do, the Moon is a card that is quite connected to you, Cancer. There is a big influence of the Moon. The Moon is your ruling planet, although it's not a planet, that's how we call it in astrology. And it speaks about the feelings that come from within, the way, the depth of our feelings. It has to do with a place that it's within us, within ourselves, and it cannot be quite clear to everybody else. It is a place or a moment in which we feel in the darkness. In which we feel that we do not have all the facts. This is something that this card and this situation is representing. You might feel that you are dependent, or that it's hard for you to walk away from this situation or this person because there is still something that you want to find out. Maybe you want to give another chance to this person. Maybe you feel that there is something else that you have to know before you walk away. Maybe there is some information being withheld from you. Maybe you need to find within yourself the clarity to your feelings. Maybe you need to delve into your own feelings so that you can decide, so that you can realize what is exactly what you want moving on. In the past, we have the World card, or Triumph, and this card represents beginnings, endings, having reached a completion to something. So it might very well be a situation or a relationship that has already finished, or a cycle into the relationship that feels as if it has already finished. It could have been a closure, a peaceful closure, maybe not so peaceful, but it felt like something organical, like something that had to take place, and this is a whole new different stage, yet it's dragging you backwards in some way. It is a situation or something that should have been solved already, but with the Devil card crossed by the Moon, there is a repetition of the pattern because of lack of clarity. So on the top of the reading, we have the Two of Arrows, and the Two of Arrows has to do with taking an emotional distance from the feelings, like trying to be rational before making a decision. It also has to do with not wanting to make a decision yet. And it makes a lot of sense with the Moon as a challenge, because part of you do not want to act in a hurry until you have figured out the things. There is a lot of fear. You are in some way afraid maybe of losing this person, maybe of losing yourself within the process. but there is definitely something that you're waiting for to unfold so that you can make the decision. It is like taking some, at least rationally, taking some distance in order to choose what feels or what will feel better for you after you have more clarity. On the foundation, we have the Five of Coins, and the Five of Coins in this position speaks about the fear of losing, fear of being abandoned, fear of being ignored, fear of having difficulties, maybe even financial difficulties. Maybe you are inside a marriage that doesn't make you happy, but you kind of have to be there because of your children, and then the devil would make sense that way. Maybe it is a relationship that in some way makes, or maybe it has to do with other aspects of your life. Maybe it is a work partner, but it feels, and it can be related to finances, because that is the first meaning of this card, but it can also be related to poverty of feelings, abandonment, longing in a way. And this card represents that, represents the fear of what comes after. Like, how will I be? How will I feel after I have made a decision in regards to this? Will I lose? Will I be left with nothing? What will happen to my feelings? That is what you wonder in a way this month. So to represent the current moment, we have the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins speaks about working towards something. So whether you're trying to keep yourself productive, maybe just putting this situation a little bit on a standby on purpose, and also because you might have other responsibilities to sort out during this month. If it doesn't relate, or if it doesn't resonate with finances or work that is keeping you busy during this month, then it can resonate with you trying to be productive about this situation. Like maybe you trying to take this time to think the things through so that you can make a decision that will go according to your progress, to your personal progress in a way. But this is very rational as well, because it is a Pentacle card. It is Pentacles card. So this speaks about you kind of taking care of yourself, taking care of what you have achieved right now, and not wanting for this situation to affect your life in more ways, to make it even more complicated. Now, as for the surroundings, as for the other person, we have the Four of Arrows, and the Four of Arrows speaks about passivity. It speaks about not responding. It can be that the other person has totally disappeared, or that the other person is just kind of waiting on you. Maybe you want some sort of action. Maybe you want this person to show you something, to tell you something, to be a little bit more proactive, a little bit more awake, let's say. But this person seems almost like he's sleeping, like he's not responding, like he's numb, or like she or he is numb. It feels almost as if they are taking their own time to think the things through as well, and you are not getting that kind of response from them. Or it might also represent that you are feeling this way towards this person, that this standby is coming from your end, and you just want to have some space to figure out, to sort out the situations. In regards to the unexpected, we have the Prince of Cups, and the Prince of Cups can be somebody else, somebody new coming into your life. It can be somebody from your past coming back in a whole different light, or somebody, or a friend, or because the Prince of Cups can also be a friend, but it's somebody that comes with some sort of offering you a good time, in the sense of hearing your feelings. He's somebody who is empathetic with feelings. It's not maybe not too rational, but this can be the other person coming into your life, showing up into your life, bringing something new. Maybe this person will have a completely different approach. Maybe it's not somebody else, but this person that you are seeing that will kind of act maybe unexpectedly different during this month, and you are going to wonder like, oh, maybe the things can work after all. This can be yourself as well. Maybe yourself, like just unexpectedly seeing yourself in a moment or in a situation in which you just want to, sorry about that, in which you just want to offer something, maybe to offer some sort of agreement of peace or a new beginning or a new opportunity, handing maybe this new opportunity for this person or for this situation. Regardless of this, in the future cards, we have the Seven of Staves and the Prince of Staves, and these two cards are fire cards. So it's quite possible that this person into your life might have the Sun or Venus in a fire sign, such as Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or that is at least the energy that is being felt during this month. And the Seven of Staves it's a card that speaks about feeling cornered, feeling afraid, feeling attacked, feeling as if you have to protect yourself. Like it is a defensive stance that you can see that this person is taking towards the dragon and the flames. Like you just want to keep away from harm, to stay away from harm. And this person might be or you might feel that this person is quite capable of hurting you in more than one way. Maybe you feel a lot of passion towards this person. Maybe there is desire towards this person. And it is something that you have fallen for into the past, and you want to have a cool mind and be in control of it. But towards the end of the month, I think that you will have to face this specific situation because we have the Prince of Staves. And this speaks about, like, finally after the moment, after the time in which you're just trying to stay away from trouble, staying away from confrontation, in the end you will just have to face it one way or another. This time of grace, this standby time is not something that you can keep for the whole month. There is a point during the month in which you will have to take the initiative towards a solution. Whether continuing with this person, whether breaking up with this person, if it is an ex and you are not in a relationship with this person, maybe just like deciding whether you want to keep thinking about this person, keep seeing this person as a possibility or not. In regards to the advice card, we have Run and Round, and Run and Round is a card that explains very well what I have been saying throughout the reading about the cycles that repeat themselves. Like, it is the moment, the time in which you wonder, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you have found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person, who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar spot, but this time, as you get to do the things again, only differently this time, you have learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you are aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. So this card tells you that you are going back, you are going into circles, and you may have not realized quite yet, but now that you have realized, what are you going to do with that information? Are you going to just follow the same patterns in your life, although they are not healthy for you? Or are you going to break free from those patterns and choose for your freedom, for your independence? Even within a relationship, it is important that you feel free to be yourself. Please bear in mind that this is just a general reading, and if you want more information, you can always check your ascendant, moon sign, and Venus. If you want to book a private reading, you can do it through the links that I am going to be leaving down below, through my Facebook page or through my website. I'm going to be launching a new promo for the month of February into relationship readings, and the price is going to be for a half-an-hour reading price. Instead of $35, it is going to be $29. It's quite similar to this month, but it is going to be especially into relationship readings. I am also linking my normal rate readings of half an hour, 60 minutes, and the therapeutic reading that I am also offering. This month I am going to be launching a new contest, and it is a St. Valentine's contest that is going to be again to look into relationships. I am going to be leaving the post that you have to share through Facebook down below, and besides sharing this post in public so that I can see who has shared it, the only requirement is to like this video and to subscribe to my channel and to like me on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing, for your comments and the support I have been receiving since I began this channel. I wish you all a very, very happy month of February. Happy St. Valentine's Day to everybody, and see you all next month. Bye bye.